What's going on, Crosswitters? So I want to take a minute and talk to you guys about a parenting issue. I said parenting issue. So my kid gets in trouble at school the other day, and it's not a big deal. He was talking out of turn or something, and anyway, I was talking with some other people, and the subject come up about kids getting and teachers, and those times where kids and teachers, there's the kid says he didn't do something, the teacher says he did. Who do you believe? That kind of stuff. And I was asked, well, what's your thoughts on it? Here's my thought. Okay, if my kid gets in trouble at school, he probably deserves it. So I believe the teacher. Okay, I do. I believe the teacher because I think that as adults and as parents, we have to present our children with a strong line between parents, step parents, and teachers, and church clergy, and just the police and everyone. We have to present them a strong line, a line of unity. They have to understand that they cannot play one against the other, because that is the biggest thing that kids will do. They'll learn it at an early age with mommy and daddy, and they will exercise. They'll become masters at the craft of playing one side against the other. And as they get older, it'll be their primary means to get away with stuff. All right, so is there a risk that in doing that my kid may get something that they don't deserve? Sure, and I'm okay with that. I said I'm okay with my kid getting in trouble or getting something he doesn't deserve. And why is that? Why am I okay with that? Well, because I got news for everyone. The biggest mistake we make as parents is we protect our kids too much. It's common sense we're going to protect our kids. Most of us are okay when our kids face consequences that they do deserve or that we feel they do deserve. But the problem comes when we believe that they're facing consequences or issues that they don't deserve. We think as parents, our job is to protect them from everything, to protect them from stuff they don't deserve. That's what we think we're supposed to do. We protect them from stuff they don't deserve, and we reward them for good stuff they do deserve, and then we let them experience the consequences of bad things they do that they deserve. That's what we think we should be doing, but it's not. All right, we should be protecting our children from physical harm. Okay, we should be protecting our children from physical harm, and we should be protecting them from things that they may or may not deserve to an extent. But you need to let your kids experience some stuff they don't deserve. You need to let your kids experience the consequences of some things and some bad stuff that they're going to get that they don't deserve. Why? Because that's what the world is. Okay? Most of the problems we face as adults, or at least half of the problems we face as adults, in my experience, I didn't deserve them. Okay? I didn't deserve to get T-boned by some car as I was just driving down the road. I didn't deserve for a storm to come through and blow my power out and my food was ruined because I didn't have power for 3 days. I didn't deserve for, this person to die. They didn't deserve that. I didn't deserve that. The world is full of stuff that we do not deserve. But the difference in character is how we deal with things we don't deserve. Okay? Because that's what you get faced with. That's what life is. Look, it's easy when you mess up. It's easy when you mess up to realize what you messed up with and how you messed up and why this happened. If it's because you messed up, you can reverse engineer that and you can work through the problem and fix it a lot of times. But it's a whole different ball game when life reaches out and punches you in the side of the face and you don't understand what went wrong. All right, there's a problem, but I didn't contribute to it. So now I have to identify the problem and figure out how that I can fix this problem so this won't happen again and I can get back on track. That is the lesson that your kids need to be learning. It is the most valuable lesson on the planet. All right, it is one the military spends millions and millions of dollars trying to educate your children to do, because most of them never learn how to do this. In the unit that I came from, in the military community that I came from, and in the contracting world that I came from, we had a saying, F does not equal F. Okay, I won't, because I know parents are watching this, you maybe watch this for your kids, I won't throw the F-bomb out there, but that was the F-bomb is not equal to failure. What does that mean? That's a simple equation that means messing up does not give you an excuse to fail. You have to figure out how you messed up, and then you have to figure out how to turn that mess up into a success. Work through the problem, fix it, and move on. But it also, even though it doesn't directly refer to it, it also refers to the Murphy's Law, to the times that you didn't mess up, you didn't contribute to this problem. And you may not even be sure where the problem occurred, or why the problem occurred, or who or what contributed to the problem or created a problem. You may not know. So now it's even more difficult. Now you have to identify the contributing factors. You have to find the problem, and then you have to solve it. We're not teaching our kids to do that. We're not teaching our kids that sometimes you're going to get in trouble and you don't deserve it, but character is going to be determined, right? Your character is going to be built right then. What you do next. Do you just fold up and cry? I didn't deserve this. I didn't deserve this. I'm going to go get my mom and dad to rescue me. Or do you say, you know what? I didn't deserve that, but that's okay. Because now I look at it, I look at the big picture, and I realize that I didn't deserve that. But if I hadn't have been here at this time doing this stupid thing, then maybe I wouldn't have been in line when that happened. Or maybe, or you know what? I didn't do anything at all wrong. Life just happened. So what am I doing? Am I going to quit? Am I going to sit here and fold up and cry? And am I just going to let everyone and everything know that this is how you beat me? This is how weak I am? If I don't deserve it and no one's here to rescue me, I'm done. I'm over with. I tap out. Okay? That is what we're teaching our kids when we rescue them from everything. Let your kids experience some stuff that they don't deserve. Because that is exactly what life is going to throw at them. Stuff they don't deserve all the time. All right? So take it in. You know, in my job on the streets, we see kids every day who are over emotional and they just explode at every little thing because they didn't have anyone in their lives. They didn't have any man or woman in their life showing them and teaching them that you're going to have to deal with stuff you don't deserve, son. All right? Daughter, you're going to have to deal with stuff you don't deserve. All right? And there's nothing you can do about it but decide right now whether it's going to beat you or not. Are you going to fight? Are you going to move on? Or are you going to fold up and wait for someone to rescue you? Because I got news for you. No one's coming to rescue you. All right? Most of the time in life, a lot of times in life, no one's going to come and rescue you. You're just going to have to deal with it. You're going to have to figure out a way out on your own. That builds character. That builds strength. That builds determination. That's what employers want to see. Employers want to see kids who can work through problems, who can deal with stuff they deserve, they don't deserve, kids that do not let the storm destroy them. Military, like I said, spends millions of dollars trying to teach this to its young enlistees and officers, how to face and overcome things that they deserve and things they didn't deserve. Yeah, obviously, don't mess up. All right, that's going to be a lesson. But sometimes you run into the consequences when you didn't mess up. What are you going to do then? So as parents, let's stop rescuing our kids so much. Let them experience some bad stuff. I'm not saying don't protect them from physical harm. Absolutely, protect your kids. But every once in a while, step back, and when your kid comes to you and says, I got in trouble, my teacher got onto me, and I didn't deserve it. Look at them and say, you know what? Your teacher probably gets all kind of crap from the class all day long she doesn't deserve. So, you know what? Take an example. Let her be your example of how to deal with it and work through it and deal with it and move on. Oh, well, stuff happens. All right? Maybe you did something that you did deserve consequences that you never saw. So maybe it's karma, okay? Whatever. Move on, press on, build some character. All right? Parents, let's let our kids experience some adversity, both deserved and undeserved. It'll be good for them.